Hello there, my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to the fifth and final Conquest video that we have this week. So we'll be playing through Sector 5, trying out the teams, see what works, see what doesn't work, do we need to change something. So I guess, let's see who we have in the chat. So we have Loop Flash here, hey, welcome back. Good to see you too. Back for one more fifth and final round of Conquest. So let me remember to switch over to the game screen. Maybe tilt my camera ever so slightly. Maybe, yeah, something like that. Hey, we got Throwback Tyler joining. Hello, my friend, how's it going? So yeah, let's, I guess, see how we're doing on the global feats so far after playing through 4 sectors. Yeah, I mean, we're almost there. 3 more light side online force users, just a few more bad badge battles, so not a problem at all. We got Darth Putin as well, hey, thanks for joining. Now in terms of Sector 5, let's go and see what we actually have to do today. Inflict Evasion Down 60 times, marked 25 times, inflict order 66 10 times, and then win with a full squad of Empire units. Okay, so it looks like today, yeah, we'll have to again, I guess, have like a 2 kind of sections. Like we'll do certain amount of battles, I guess, for all the debuffs, without, you know, weak spots, so we can maybe stall longer, right? And then for the Empire one, we'll equip that one as well. So maybe we'll get through these ones first, and then we'll go through the Empire teams afterwards. Now in terms of discs, as always, they're displayed on screen underneath my video, and because we'll be starting with these ones that we have to actually stall, what we can do is maybe take off weak spot. Let's go ahead and remove that. What do we have instead? Was it protection, shield, or vitality, right? Either of these two probably will make use of. Let's see, so we've got, how many debuffs are we applying? So we are applying 3 plus 3, that's 6, 8, 9. We do need the thermal exhaust one, most likely, which is fine. Do we need this one though? Because if I'm getting, so for every 5 debuffs they gain a stack of thermal detonators, so we'll apply 5 there plus thermal detonator, that's 6, and then 3 more there. Maybe we do need all of them. Okay. It's a tough one, right? Because we have these ones with low gearish clones. Voluntary Vanguard. I don't have Voluntary Vanguard, and I'm not sure it'll count. Rob's Medwall says, happy Friday beat, hope life is going well. Yeah, so far so good. It's been a relaxing day overall today, so just gonna end it with a nice chilling stream, I guess. Because if I take off thermal exhaust, will we have enough for the perma block effect to take place? That's what I'm trying to calculate here. Oh, Voluntary Vanguard does not count towards defeat. I mean, even if it would, they're just like 1 mark a battle, right? So it's not like you'll be able to get a lot. So we got 3 there, and then we've got 2 there. That's 5, and that's 8. And that's 9, and that's 10. Yeah, unfortunately we'll have to use all of them. Alright, let's try protection shield. Let's try with that. So we removed weak spot and we got ourselves protection shield. Will that fit? Not quite. Alright, let's... yes, fine, we'll just move it down here. There we go. Oh, it does work. So it does count. Oh. I don't have it, either way. Second sister lead with Piet and 3 others, non-inquisitor, get you 4 marks per battle. Ah, okay. That's a nice way of doing it, I guess. We'll have a look at the mark as well, see, yeah, what we can get done. Okay. So I guess let's hop over to my website and we'll just go through the teams that we have listed there, and then anything else we come up with along the way. There we go. Okay. Any self-mark works. That means that also General Grievous mark would work? We'll test out different things and see what counts and what doesn't. But I guess let's start with an easy one. Evasion Down. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll just start with an easy one, eh? Just that we kind of warm up a little bit. And then we need... where is Han? There he is. And then Old Ben. Alright, let's go. Oh, Throwback Tyler says they did not try General Grievous, but probably. We'll try it out. So obviously 3PO and Chewie on every assist, he's landing Evasion Down. And then we have as well Ben in there on his basic, also landing Evasion Down. How is Old Ben, that's a tank, getting guard? That's a bit funny. But okay, I guess. There we go. Again, if you want to get more evasion downs, you will want to remove even the debuff discs. But I don't want to spend too much energy with moving discs around. That's fine. We got 12 there. So that's one of the evasion down team we have here. Yeah, we definitely want to go there. And then the other one was the unaligned force users, right? So who was it? Ray, Cal. Well, let's see who else we got in there. Ray, Cal, and 2 Ahsokas. Okay. Ray, Cal, and 2 Ahsokas. Because Cal's got on his AoE, right? Is this inflict evasion down? Okay, so he's got an AoE evasion down. Okay, let's go. Alright. Array with JKR Tarpals versus Phoenix for Mark. Alright, so looks like Mark's got lots of options. So that's good. So whatever, hopefully we've got something in the roster to help out. Alright. Okay, we're just gonna try and stall this out, I guess. There we go. Evasion down, although Night Sister Spirit dodged it, which is not ideal. Okay, we'll just try and see if we can get Cal another AoE. I doubt it, but we'll see how long we can stall this one. Guess not. Yeah, alright, we got a few. Okay, fine, let's go. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so that's kind of the couple of ways to do evasion down. There are probably more units, but obviously 3PO and Chewie will be your best one. And then while you're doing light side unaligned force user battles, you can knock this out as well. So let's evasion down, and okay, so marked. We got quite a few here ideas. So let's go ahead and try this one. Okay. Alright, so we got Ray. So she can just keep spamming lifeblood, right? Keep everybody alive. And then we had Tarpals in there, right? And then who was the last one? Jedi Cal. Okay. Jedi. Okay, just put Cal, I guess. There we go. So how does Star Pulse mark work? Just no condition, right? Inflict marks on the target enemy for 1 turn. If the target enemy is a separatist, also inflict the enemy leader with marked. Okay, so if you find separatist squad, this could give you an extra mark, I guess, so that could be helpful, but I'll just go with what we have. Okay, and they're going after Tarpals, let's go ahead and help them out. Sure, let's get our first mark up and running. Again, if you want to maximize the amount of marks you get in this battle, you will definitely want to remove the debuff discs, but I'll just keep going because, you know, we gotta get through the sector anyway with the battles, so that's fine. I don't mind doing a few more. Will Tarpals even get a turn? There is. That's the mark, right? Sure. Oh. Mark doesn't count if you defeat an enemy, right? Alright, that's fine. There we go. Alright, we got 2 marks there. Not the best, but yeah, I'm not going to remove discs too much. But obviously, like somebody pointed out in chat, if you find yourself a Phoenix squad or a Hug squad or something like that, you can cheese it a little bit more. Okay, so what's up next? OG Bad Batch. I'm not gonna try that. My OG Bad Batch is not very good, so I don't think they can get much done. So somebody suggested, was it Second Sister? Alright, no, not you. There we go, let's check out her ability. At the start of the battle, Empire allies. Whenever an ally is marked, mark other allies who don't have it. So in theory, this might... let's check actually how many marks we have before we go too deep into this one. So we got 2 marks. Okay, cool. Alright. So let's do this. Let's try. And then we have ourselves a Piet. Okay, so is it just any? Whenever an ally is marked, mark other allies. So it can be anybody. Oh, Kenneth is confirming voluntary vanguard counts for marked. I don't have voluntary vanguard, but how many marks do you get per battle? Just 1? Or like does it keep reapplying every few turns? How many can you get, I guess, is the question with voluntary vanguard. That's the question, isn't it? Just 1, okay. I guess we just need a bunch of tanks, don't we? I guess. Oh well, everybody will get marked anyway, so it won't matter. I guess we could throw in the 3PO and Chewie for some evasion down. I don't know, will that work? Throwing Cal as well for good measures for evasion down. And then obviously we need an Empire that Piet can mark. So maybe we bring in Short Trooper? Let's try that, I don't know. It's entirely passively. Yeah, you know, it just kind of takes care of itself, right? All right, so there's the mark, and boom, everybody get marked. The issue is when everybody's marked, nobody's marked. All right, we'll just kind of start, I guess, doing basics here. Nope, no assists. Okay. Evasion down. Not sure we'll win this battle, but although I guess the damage over times in thermal detonators will kind of work down on them slowly. Does this have a dispel? Dispel on the target ally. Alright, let's heal up Short Trooper, get that healing immunity off him. Alright, let's mark again. So mark again, okay. Basic over here. Alright, and down they go. More evasion down.
My goodness.
I'm not sure we'll get to another one. So that had to be like 10 marks, right? I used an all Empire team to also get the Empire feat. Ah, clever, clever. That's clever. Okay, so that got us 10. So second sister, one way of doing it. And then we also need to try, was with General Grievous, right? See if that works. And there it is, Voluntary Vanguard. Alright, let's pick it up. We might need it at some point, but for now I'll just leave it sitting there. Another Padme squad. General Grievous. Let's see General Grievous. Droids. Does Grievous need to be in the leading slot? Probably. Is that his unique? Let's have a look. At the start of every character, so this one is marked on other healthiest droid ally. Okay, so the Grievous does not need to be in the leading slot. Okay. But we do need droids. Well, we might as well do Grievous squad then, let's see. Having said that, let's try maybe, hold on. Hold on, then let's bring in you. What? Yeah. Let me try something. So we got 12 marks, right? Alright, let's see. Alright, so yeah, let's put tank tech over here. Okay, that's fine. And then let's give Watt another turn. Mad Pack over on Grievous. And then if I use Let the Hate Flow, this should deal damage to Grievous. But probably Mad Pack offsets that, so maybe Mad Pack on Grievous was a bad idea. Hold on. Let's try that one more time. Hey Pavel, thanks for joining. Alright, so you go over there. Okay, let's see now. What if I just do basic? So this deals damage. They lose 5% health. So Grievous should drop below 100% health. There we go, there's the mark, okay. Alright. And now we give turn to Pulps. Okay. And we can actually heal up Grievous, so we can't target him. Okay. Let's put weapon takeover on the Pulp, so he's getting more turns. So Grievous needs to heal up himself. What, he didn't? It's steadfast retribution. That's a bit annoying. Because I wanted to heal up Grievous. But steadfast retribution did damage to him, right? That's annoying. So I guess we'll have to do it with what's basic. Grievous, you wanna get in here already? Turn. What, he's still below? I'm not sure how many times we're gonna get Mark here. Just because his stat of distribution, Grievous can't heal himself up. So the idea here is that Pops keeps dropping him below 100% health, right? Grievous deals damage and then Mark gets removed and then gets reapplied. But maybe Padme with her steadfast retribution is not the ideal target here, because Grievous can't get above 100% health, unfortunately. Maybe we'll try one more time versus somebody else. How? We had 12 marks, right? And we went to 25, so I guess... Hold on, what's happening there? Let's read this one more time, the Grievous is unique. Oh, do you think that what's basic kept clearing the mark and kept being reapplied? Okay, so it was what's basic, right? Alright. I guess that worked. Better than expected, so... Grievous, second sister, that's an easy way to get marked. If you do need to get it in, in 1 or 2 battles done. Is there anybody else we want to try with Mark, or is that all the units? We did the Piet lineup. We did the Jedi. I mean, I can try Bad Batch, but I don't know. Not versus Geos, that's for sure. Not versus these guys either. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so now we just have to work on Order 66, right? Right. Like CX2 can do it, right? Let's bring up on the Clone Trooper and check them out, just to understand how they all work. Alright, so Apo. Okay, so in this ability, Okay, so if Oppo is under Lord Vader lead and enemies have 8 or more stacks of damage over time, inflict Order 66, basically. But you know, between damage over times from, you could say, both Vaders or even caustic emissions, right, that could work. But that's probably like one a battle, right, because it's is it a high cooldown on this? 4 cooldown. Maybe we can try. Okay, so that's, he's under Lord Vader. But is that on the Zeta? For those that, is that a Zeta level 8 potentially, right? Let's have a look. Just for those that have questions, usually they ask, oh, do you need Zeta for this? Let's just check. Just that we give that information. So it was on this ability. Yeah, okay. So you need a Zeta for this one. Then CX2. Zeta as well, isn't it? Okay. Is this CX2 Zeta as well for those that obviously have a Zeta crunch? Okay, so this is Zeta as well. I guess if you have Lord Vader, Oppo is one way. If you don't have Lord Vader, CX2 is another way. Let's see this guy. If the target enemy was already stunned or ability blocked, and all allies are Lord Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin. Okay. Huh. Stunned or ability blocked. I guess, do we have any stuns or ability blocks on this squad then? Tarkin certainly doesn't. Lord Vader's got an ability block on his AoE. Okay. Just trying to, like, you know, put a few different teams together. Okay, any of these clones got a stun or an ability block, I guess. Let's find out. Okay, so we got clone. One thing to note, once we get Scorch, which is next week, he's got Order 66 as well, right? Is that on a Zeta as well? Yeah, so a Zeta as well, but this one might be actually better because whenever an enemy dispels stun from Scorch, they're inflicted with Order 66. So in theory, you could put Watt, put Tank Tech on him, and then go versus Geos, right? They have a dispel on the basic, and they just keep mass assisting, dispelling taunt, and then you keep inflicting Order 66. But obviously we don't have Scorch yet, so we can't verify that. But that could be a one thing, but it's a Zeta as well. So I think the one that has potential to be the best is actually Disguised Clone Trooper, because it's an Omega, it's not a Zeta, and it's on his basic, which means you just have to have somebody stunned or ability blocked. So that could be a way of doing it. So any of these clones have a stun, I guess. That's the question. If Clone Trooper had rules, well, I don't know. I don't know enough about these clones. Okay, so we have a stun here on this ability, so we do have some stuns on the team. Any stuns there? No. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of checking. Make sure that we understand what we are dealing with here. Ability. If okay, so that's you again. Oppo's got a stun, ability block. No. So basically, if the target was stunned or be okay. So Appo's got a stun, and this guy can then okay. Okay, well let's go hop in the battle and try some things, I guess. Versus Geo's like not the best ones to go with, I think, against. I mean, these are all tough teams. That's the problem, isn't it? Alright, let's try the team that we had here. Try maybe non-Lord Vader comps. And then see. Clone Troopers. So hold on, what's his basic again? Because this one seems the easiest, but means you need to have Lord Vader, Tarkin, and Darkside Clone Troopers. Well, I guess you can do Tarkin and Clone Troopers, but my low gear troopers will just get smashed. That's the problem. Voluntary Vanguard, but then this won't work, right? Because then his basic will not apply Order 66 because it needs to be Lord Vader, Tarkin, or Darkside Clone Troopers. And that's the problem with low gear. Once you get the, what was it, Scorch, he's a tank. You know, that could be helpful, I don't know, at low gear. Just use CX2, yeah, we might have to do that. Let's just try Clone Troopers. Let's try. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see if Fives can take all the beating. Okay, so we just have to keep hitting the same target over and over again, is that it? Okay. Maybe put weapon tech on him so he's getting more turns. I wonder, could I just do auto basic? Can Fives hang in there long enough? The issue, of course, is alright, let's just all the debuffs, like how many can I actually get if I just hit auto basic? Let's see. Maybe 5 is not the ideal tank because he counterattacks and then he's applying debuffs, which means obviously more thermal detonators, more on them. I think we got 2 so far. Can we reapply it? Will it count? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Dazdily says, I use Treya to isolate the tank so you can switch targets. So you can't reapply to the same target over and over again. With that many dots, Apple should get 5 times Order 66. Yeah, but you need Lord Vader then, right? You need to reapply. Okay, so this won't work then, I guess. That's what we're saying. Let's just verify that. And he dodged it. Alright, let's just verify if you're hitting the same target over and over again. Does it count or not? Yeah, you're correct, so it does not reapply. Okay. You guys were correct. Alright. So then it's not like a auto basic thing, right? Because you have to move the target around. Okay. So yeah. Okay, hold on, we can... Because it doesn't matter who we do as the lead at the end of the day, right? Can do Thrawn. I guess the Rex lead is nice in one way because it's feeding Terminator, but alright, let's we do need a tank though, right? Let's try Short Trooper. Short Trooper? Yeah, let's do Short Trooper. Okay, so we need a taunt over there. Gonna fracture him because he's got defense up, so I don't want him. Alright, guess we'll just start hitting whoever, right? It's kind of, I guess, auto basic, and then once you get order 66 on one target, you move the target onto the next person. There we go. Looking after Omega. Although it's a basic. Yeah, the problem is then the Thrawn is doing damage. Alright, well, you get the idea. I don't have, I guess, the ideal disc setup, but I don't want to spend too much time removing discs. Alright, well, CX2 does the job one way or another, I guess. Now let's see then, before we move to Lord Vader comps. The problem is we do not have a tank. That is the problem at the moment. And also, I'm not sure Phoenix is a good squad. They'll just demolish me. Because otherwise you could try, like, if you got solid clones, but then if you got solid clones, most likely you got Lord Vader as well, right? But but yeah, we don't have a tank. Let's see. Ability exhaust. Protection shield, constipation. So I could remove this and put on voluntary Vanguard. But I'm not sure will Tarkin be beefy enough though. We could try. So I'll just go ahead, update the discs. Now that I do have voluntary Vanguard. Vanguard. There we go. I think this will be easier once we get Scorch next week. So if you're struggling with Order 66, you could just wait until we get a full clone lineup with Tarkin or Lord Vader. I think that's going to be much easier then. Okay. Alright, let's see. Although Phoenix, will their multi-attacks, I'm not sure is the best. Let's see. Yeah, see, we don't get enough debuff discs now for the ability blocks. I mean, good thing is we are surviving, but we don't have enough debuffs now. That's the problem for the ability block. If we are even getting a turn. No, there we go. Okay. Eventually we'll get a turn, right? This Phoenix ability, yeah, it's the Rebel modifier, which is fine, but the issue is Sabine deals on her basic damage 4 times, right? And for each of those hits, she has, you know, I don't know how many percent attack to chance to attack again. That's the problem. Sure, do some of this, I guess. I don't know what it does. Oh, Tarkin, buddy. Okay. We have a stun somewhere, don't we? Alright, stun. Okay. What does this do? Call a random trooper to assist. There we go. There's Order 66, right? He assisted. And then, okay, we are in stealth, so let's make sure we hit her. More debuffs. Okay. Man, Tarkin is thick, isn't he? Okay, so she's ability blocked, which means Order 66. Okay, cool. We just have to keep hitting Sabine, make sure she doesn't get another AoE out. Man, how is Tarkin surviving all this? I have no idea. Keep hitting Sabine. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep tagging Sabine. No ability blocks. We got a stun though. If I would only have better caustic emission, we would have more debuffs. Then everybody would constantly be ability blocked, right? Oh no, it's just for 1 turn, so they wouldn't be. This is so ridiculous. Alright, there we go. Another Order 66. So that's free, right? Alright, you done? Alright. Under the stealth we go. There we go. Debuffs coming in. Alright, we got a turn. Hey. Maybe Phoenix not the best team to try against, because you're hardly getting any turns, but okay, I guess. We can stun you. There we go. We got another Order 66. And finish the battle. I mean, with the right disc setup, like Voluntary Vanguard, some, you know, like I think I had, what was it, Protection Shield, so Tarkin kept recovering protection. I was concerned Tarkin will not be thick enough. So I got 5 there, you know, but probably against a team that could actually take some turns could be better. Alright, well I guess let's do some Lord Vader teams then. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Throwback Tyler says his rework makes him thicker. Okay. Are we still talking? Ball Parade says we're still discussing Phoenix ability. There should be a ceiling on the number of the attacks. In theory, there is, I think, because if you check their modifier, but whenever Rebel ally scores a critical hit, they have a 100% chance to attack again. This chance is reduced to 25% for bonus attacks beyond the first. Okay, so there is no ceiling. I thought for every hit it gets reduced by 25%. Yeah, it should be like for every hit, right? Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, let's try some, I guess, Lord Vader lineups then. Just try Lord Vader instead of Tarkin. Maybe we'll try this. Hold on. Although Protection Shield in this one won't be useful at all because we don't have protection. So maybe we can get... hold on. Yeah, Caustic Emission up, and let's take off Protection Shield. Okay, let's again update the discs. So instead of Protection Shield, we can remove it, and we get a third Caustic Emission back up. So this will give us Perma Block now. Alright, let's try. So this is, I guess, one way of doing it. Alright, let's go. Alright, cool. I guess easy on the debuffs, right? Because otherwise they'll just go down too quick. But I guess we do need debuffs to start off, right? Alright, we need some other guys to take turn. Okay, so this is the one, right? Where we inflict Order 66. So that's one only, okay. Okay, I can't get around the taunt. Ugh, Kenobi. There we go, there should be another Order 66. Okay, alright. I mean, if you get 2 free per battle is not bad, right? You have to do 20 battles to get through the sector anyway, so... Okay, there we go, Order 66 complete in this one. Okay. It's just a pity, like... this one right here, right? Could be so cool. Let me think. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, actually it's not too bad, Order 66, to be honest. Like, Tarkin actually worked really well, didn't it? That worked nice. Cool. And now we just have to work through the Empire teams, I guess. Nice. Okay, let's... what I was gonna say, yeah, discs. Let's go ahead and rearrange the discs. Seth Club says, I'm having the hardest time getting Order 66. Probably discs are too strong. It's a skip task for me, I suppose. I mean, if you're struggling to get it and you don't need key cards, you can just leave it for now. Also next week I'll be testing different things in my other account, where obviously I'll have different discs than in this one, and that also have lower gear units than here. I don't have, you know, Galactic Legends, I don't have a lot there, so I'll do another video with these kind of trickier feats from my other account, how to tackle them. But obviously this week focused on my main account. Next week I'll be testing my other account, so at least then for going forward we'll have some more options with different discs, different units and things like that. But yeah, we'll figure something out. Okay, so we need weak spot back up, wherever that is. Oh, there it is. Okay. We do need voluntary vanguard, and then sure, give me this one. Okay, so let's go ahead, undo all the changes we did with the discs from when we started. All right, so we are going now with my disc set that I've been working through. Okay, so we are now at mini boss already. We got great mothers here. Great mothers. Yikes. Okay, that's gonna be tough. Okay. Win with the Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tana in your squad. So either you have her or don't, I guess, and then win battle with no tanks. I guess Ahsoka is a tank, so which means we can't do this in one battle. We'll have to do 2 battles. And then in terms of their modifier, old ways. Okay, whenever an enemy is inflicted with doom, they have minus 20% offense. Night Sister let's gain defense, and the allies and the ally in the leader slot recovers 20% health and protection. Whenever it attacks out of turn, they take true damage. That's trick, right? Because Ahsoka has all the time counter-attacking, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Over-prepared, only level 1, so maybe it's not going to be as bad as I would think. Ballparade says, sorry, joined not long ago, what are you drinking? Oh, this little thing here? It's just trying to remember the flavor. Yeah, it's a pineapple and peach kombucha. That's what it is. There we go, pineapple and peach. Apple juice. Well, that was close, I guess. But yeah, it's kombucha. Pineapple and peach. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I guess we want to do some sort of aligned force user lineup. Is that what we're trying to do here? Will that be enough? I don't know. Okay, so we're just doing 3 Ahsokas, Padawan, and Cal. Okay. 3 Ahsokas, I guess they can go together. And then Sabine and Cal can chill at the bottom. Okay. I don't know, I don't have ult on my Ahsoka Tana. Will that be a problem? I don't know. And are also these Night Sisters like immune to ability blocks or something? Let's see. Looks like they don't get ability blocked? Or did I mess up my discs? I guess, I don't know, sure. Oh, they doomed Sabine, okay. Let's see how this will go. Okay. Okay, she can unexile her, I guess. Ooh, that was a big hit. Whoo! Weak spot doing work. Okay, we should be fine, I think. Evasion down. For our evasion down feat here in sector. Okay. Oof. That was a big hit. I don't know why I was stressing about. Pretty easy. So we got Ahsoka Feats done, and the other one, what was it? No tanks. So Ballprit says, just got into Sector 5, haven't seen a weak spot disc yet. Ugh. You then at least have some other discs that are ramping up your damage. Because otherwise things could take a while. Okay, so we're doing no tanks. But I'm thinking to not do that actually. Let's try, because I need more evasion down, so maybe we should just do this. Can't use him because he's a tank. Who am I missing? Han, right? Where is Han? Han, buddy, where are you hiding? There he is. Can we stun her actually? Oh, we can, nice. Hey, she got ability blocked. Can't do many, buddy. Nice. Oh, she did doom somebody. Alright. Okay, let's just try and stall this out to get evasion up a few times. Although weak spot not helping our cause, but there we go. Alright, cool. So that's no tanks feat for you. So we'll just work through that one. Okay. So just working on Evasion Down and Empire. Alright, then it's time, I guess, for Empire Strikes Back, because from here on out, Empire teams only. Years ago says, I'm struggling with survivability, missing fortified. I mean, for survivability, we do have discs for survivability, like this critical debuffs is good, because it lands critical damage down and offense down on the enemy, reducing their damage. If you have, I don't know, vitality, that helps. Savior, right, that you don't die off. Protection shield is good, giving you protection recovery anytime you crit. That's a nice one to have. Let's see, anything else that I have in here. Defensive buffs is nice, giving you defense up. They're just different ways, instead of just relying on fortified for survivability, but again, it depends on the RNG what you're given, right? Argot says, I did no tanks with Supreme Color and Ray Hux. Yeah, that should be an easy one. And Ballprit says, been able to compensate with a stacking offense disc and blue assertive command. Okay, but oh yeah, the stacking fervor, yeah, that's nice. Years ago 42 says, haven't seen half of that. Okay, which sector you are in? Maybe you still get a chance to get something. Yeah, nothing of use here really, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's guess. Yeah, let's go through the Empire team. 4 farming DC mats. Okay. Yeah, I mean, my other account I also haven't had a huge luck with discs, to be honest, so I think it's gonna be useful, you know, showing some of the feats from my other account once I get to them, because I don't have that good disc sets as I have here. Alright, well, let's just go through, I guess, our Empire units and call it a day. What do we want to... Oh, 2 Padme teams? Seriously? It's not how I wanted to start my Empire march here, but I guess we'll just do Reva. And another Padme team and a General Skywalker. Alright, let's one thing at a time. Inquisitors, let's get in here. And go, go, go. Years ago says, I want cheese. Yeah, that's what I'll try to see in my other account if I can figure something out. Obviously, other content creators, they've been putting out a lot of cheese guides already. Was it Vex? Tripolysis, Scribes. I don't know if you've seen any of their guides they created. If something helps there. It's always good that lots of content creators, we all do our own cheese videos because we'll have different disc sets. So hopefully, you know, between all of these content creators, you can find something that can kind of match your discs. Or close to your discs, that is. Okay, fine. Doesn't even matter, to be honest. I'm not gonna use any of these. So that was Reva, General Skywalker, or a Padme squad. Let's see what we got. Gideon. Okay. Can Gideon beat General Skywalker? Let's see who we have down here. Stormtrooper and TIE pilot. Alright, here we go. Gas prevents revives. Yeah, but yeah, it's not the revives, it's like, I think we should be tanky enough. I could be wrong though. I could totally be wrong. They don't have Rex, which is kind of a good thing, I guess. Alright, he's down. Well, let's go after 5s. We're putting out some damage already, guys. Hey, are you coming in? Alright, fine. We'll have to go through one more General Skywalker. There we go. Come on, almost there. There we go. Come on. Put him down. Alright, cool. Armor shred. There we go. Yeah, Gideon is thick. Alright, got him down. Stacking buff, guess hits like a truck. He does, yeah. He can stack up eventually. Alright, 20 more shards, thank you very much. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, so now here we can do Imperial Troopers. Let's see... Does it add on? Okay. Oh, but they need to be Empire, don't they? Hold on. Because Enoch is not Empire, right? So we can't do Imperial Remnant Split. Okay, cool. I'll just do Troopers then. Veers, Piet, I guess. Who else we got in there? Veers, Piet, Shore, Range and Dark. Okay, Shore. Range and Dark. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. And oh, I brought in Death instead of Dark. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, keep stomping, boys. Keep the buffs flowing. Oof, that was a big. There we go. Oh, she's dodging. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got lots of Empire teams, so I think getting 14 battles with whatever we've got hopefully shouldn't be too difficult. We'll just probably run out of nodes, so we won't get 220 in today, but 214 today. Alright, then we've got ourselves a Lord Vader clone lineup. Lord Vader's I know I had Piet in there, but now we do have 3 clones, so Can we survive? Hey Juan, thanks for joining. Alright. Sure. Give me some debuffs, I guess. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we've got damage over times. So this should land, even though we have a royal guard in there, because this one is just Lord Vader has to be in the leading slot, right? So okay, we got Order 66. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Order 66. If you're doing your Empire battles, probably you can just knock out more or less Order 66 when you're doing your Empire battles, because 10 is not too bad. Like if it would be 25, like it's for marked, that's probably gonna be more annoying. But 10 is not too bad, I think. Alright, and then we got ourselves a Mara Magma Trooper combo. Okay, let's give that a shot. And who's the fifth? Palps. Okay. Let's try Palps then. Alright. Yeah, because this is the interaction, right, between Mara and Magma Trooper. Like, if Palpatine is not in the leading slot, Mara gives everybody useful pawn, which is a debuff, and then Magma Trooper, right, he gains like what? 70% turn meter whenever he resists or gets debuffed. And then you can start off with his AoE removing turn meter. We can just probably hit auto at this point, because these guys can do basics only. So yeah, plenty of ways to get debuffs out. Okay. So we still need evasion. Are there any Empire units to do evasion down while I'm doing already the my evasion down feat? Just out of curiosity. Let's go to units. Evasion down. Alright. The answer is no. Alright, well, we'll just keep, I guess, pushing through with the Empire then, because we have them loaded up already. Oh, we got the Phoenix again. Maybe I should have hit auto versus Phoenix, right? Okay, let me take the manual control on this one. See, as soon as I take manual control, good things happen. Okay, here we go. Helping hands. At least it's a blue one. I'm not gonna use it, but it's a blue one, so we'll take it. Okay, we got ourselves a Night Sister squad. Guess we should just throw in Inquisitors. That's the quickest way if you have them to do the Empire stuff. Get bonus turn, you spam a bunch of debuffs, and that's it basically. As long as you get a turn, I guess. No, yeah. So I will just quickly rush through this one so we can get to the final boss, and see what's going on there as well. We'll just keep Geos, Troopers. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Why not just keep pushing? That's it, let's keep Canderous under control. There we go. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, like Inquisitors, until you get Reva, they don't do a whole lot, do they, in the game? Everything you do, it's a struggle. Grand Inquisitor unlock event, their assault battle is a struggle. Once you get Reva, suddenly Inquisitors transform. Although to be fair, Reva has kind of fallen off lately for me in Grand Arena. Like, the best thing she can do is like take out Saul really these days. It's just Datacrons, I guess, you know, depend a lot on what counters work and don't these days. And although to be fair, Inquisitors, ever since they came to the game, they have had almost constantly had some sort of Datacron to make them relevant. So maybe this is now the first time that we don't have a set that actually helps them a lot at all. Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep riding these guys. It's gonna be the fastest way to get through the final boss, so I don't waste your guys' time here. Whoa. Okay, chill, man, chill. Chill. Years ago, 42. Stacking offense with buff in Conquest is so much harder. Looks so easy for you. Yeah. Again, it'll just depend what you have in terms of discs, right? Like in my other account, I don't have this setup as well yet, and it's definitely harder to get things done. Because they used to like give us very narrow selection of discs, so we could almost all kind of get similar discs, but now we have such a wide selection of discs that, yeah, you know, our experience will vary a lot, I think. Okay, and here we are. We're at the final boss now. Let's see what we can do. Dash. Oh, our first look at SM-33 in action. Okay. Okay. We'll see what he'll do under dash lead. So we have to defeat an enemy with Balan's Call. So not just use Balan, but defeat an enemy with Balan. Okay. I just unlocked Balan like 2-3 weeks ago. When was his event? So I'm still figuring out what he does. So we'll see if we can knock this one out. And then we need to win with Crosshair Scarred Surviving. Okay. And no over prepared? They just get the 1 step ahead modifier, which does give them extra speed, I guess. So it's not like they need over prepared, but still. Not bad at all. Alright, let's see what do we have jotted down here. Final boss. Okay, so this is the idea. Let's give it a shot. So we have the mercenary triumvirate, right? The Merc triumvirate. There we go. And then we need our trusty Watt Tambour in here. And then Crosshair. Alright, let's see if we can keep Crosshair alive though. Dash over prepared sounds horrible. It does. It does. Oh, let's see what's gonna happen. Alright. Okay. Balan buddy, you're gonna have to do a lot of here tanking for us. Oh, Ness can ignore taunt, going straight for Crosshair. Cheeky one. Will I even get a turn, guys? I'm yet to take a turn. Okay, here we go. Ah. Okay. I think this calls assist, right? Deal physical damage. So let's call... I'm trying to line up a hit with Balin here, guys. Oh, Nest. Alright, let's try this again. We have to go for Nest first. Although she's just gonna get revived, won't she? Because she can ignore the taunt, forgot about that. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, she's going over there now, okay. Smart girl. Okay. Okay. Alright. I think we have a stun somewhere, don't we? There we go, stun. Okay, we defeated an enemy with Balin, so I guess we just clear the rest of the board now. Go under stealth. Okay. One more. Bomb. Alright, cool. Yeah. I guess the challenge here is with Crosshair, if he's low gear, if Nest goes for him, because Nest can ignore taunt, could be tricky, but there we go. We got it in the second attempt. Okay, so all feats done right here. Okay, so let's see, do some other squads, I guess. I think we just had a CLS team jotted down for this one. Although with, I do, but this won't work, will it? Because I keep forgetting we don't have Ruthless Swiftness anymore, so I don't think this will work, because obviously I made all this plan before I know the discs. With Ruthless Swiftness this would work, without it, I don't know, man. We don't have a tank in here, so I'm not sure this is actually the most clever thing to do, but let's see. At least okay, hold on. How's the turn train looking like? Oh, and he dodged it. Are you kidding me?
My goodness. My goodness.
Come on, big hit.
My
Okay. Oh, he's got a counter chance? Alright, fine. It's a tricky one, this one, with the low gear Crosshair, to be honest. Isn't it? Because Ness can ignore taunt. That's a complication. Almost feels like we need a tank, don't we? Or maybe I'm just trying to over-engineer this one. Do we just go with Bad Batch? Would that work? Because then at least we get a... Do we get a pre-taunt? Oh no, we don't, do we? Hold on. Wreck against one... For each clone trooper and Bad Batch ally. We should get a pre-taunt. Or let's see. JML with Crosshair. Yeah, that could work. Oh, because the new bad batch. Hold on. What tags does this guy have? Oh, they're not clone troopers, so we don't get a pre-taunt. Ugh. Gosh, this is nasty. All right, I might have to change my disc stand. He's a clone. He's a clone, but he's not a clone trooper. That's the difference, right? And we don't have a clone tag. We only have a clone trooper tag. Nest avoids taunts. Yeah, Nest is the problem one here, isn't it? Even if you have like voluntary vanguard, she can go straight for him. My gosh, they just nuked everybody. Wow. Okay, we'll have to get creative on this one, I guess. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a non-GL comp. That's all. Hold on. There is something in here. You just have to figure it out. Cause yeah, they're just bad batch basically. They don't synergize with anything. Okay. Where is Anakin? Jedi Knight Anakin, where are you, buddy? There it is. Okay. So basically what we need is Han to stun Nest, so Nest doesn't ignore taunt. And then we need a pre-taunt. Maul what? Okay, that could be an interesting. Yeah, we could try Maul what if we'll have enough damage. That's true. That's the one way of doing it also, yeah. That is one way of doing it. Okay. Okay. We also need stealth, right? So we don't get counterattacked. Or let's try this. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this one. Otherwise, years ago we'll just do Maul then. It's probably a silly team that I'm doing right now, but anyway. Let's make sure we keep the taunt over here. My gosh, they hit really hard. Because SM-33, he's got defense penetration and offense up. Yikes. And he attacks twice for some reason, okay. Alright, I'm not sure how long he'll be able to stay alive, so I'll keep R2 in the open in case Kylo goes down. Okay. Alright, let's... Okay, he'll probably die anyway if he takes a turn. Okay. I mean, I don't like that Ness is still loose though. Okay, there we go. We got through it. Yeah, because you have to tackle like Nest, can ignore taunt, but then you also have to tackle counter attacks. So having combination of taunt and stealth, I guess, helps. But let's see if Maul can get this done as well, because I think that could be a nice one to use if you do have these guys. No, not you. We need Candyman, don't we? Best Carmando. Let's see how this will work. Alright, so as long as Ness doesn't do something ridiculous, hopefully we should be fine. Oh man, counterattack, sheesh. Chill. There we go, damage immunity should help us for a moment. I guess go for the Wookiee first. Take you down, and then we'll save the last big hit for Nest. Hopefully it will be enough. Barely a scratch, so this is a problem now. Nest can ignore the taunt. So if she goes for Crosshair, Alright, we got through it, but man, Nest is a problem. Okay. Not sure if like the old Bad Batch, I mean the new Bad Batch can cheese for it. Or even a combination of all the new Bad Batch, like could you do something like something like that maybe? Because we just need the whole captive mechanic. Okay, so alright, cool. Let's lock that in. Do some of that. I don't know, go after him I guess. I mean, we're not out of the woods yet, guys. We'll still have Angry Nest to deal with, but let's see if we can at least take care of the other guys first. Chewie revived, had a revive going. Let's take Chewie out first, I guess, then there we go. Hopefully somebody can one-shot Nest when they take a turn. From all the units, the one with the lowest stamina, the lowest gear, had a chance at Nest. There we go, alright. In the end, the simplest solution was just use Bad Batch, but not Hunter lead, but Omega lead. That was the easiest one in the end. You have combination of stealth, the captive, that's sort of a cheese mechanic, right? Okay. So Team X says they just used Kylo and called it a day. Yeah, I would imagine Kylo works. Years ago, can't believe that your exotic team worked better than good old Maul. Yeah, it's Nest, right? At least with that team you had control, we had stuns, we had taunts, we had stealth. But to be honest, I should have just done Bad Batch, I guess. But anyway, it's good to have a few different options, and then hopefully people can find something that can help them out. This is such a silly one. Whenever an ally gains 10 buffs, they gain foresight. Yay! And it's a 3 dot. If this would be a 1 dot, fine, but at 3 dots, I don't know. I mean, I'll just pick it up for the sake of it, but I won't use it anyway. All right, that's cool. We got through most of the stuff. Evasion Down should have been complete, right? But it's just because I was doing too much damage with my debuff discs, so we didn't get it done. But that's fine. We'll farm some data-prone stuff anyway, so no worries there. And then how are we doing on the global stuff? One unaligned force user. Oh, I just have to... Yeah, let's do one unaligned force user battle so I can at least say I completed one global feat. Let's go one EU, and then we go Cal. We haven't seen Veers as much today in Scav Ray. Give them a shot, I guess, and yeah, oh yeah. Okay, they're gonna get a bunch of turns, because, you know, even though I have a Galactic Legend in here, they're over-prepared out of their minds. Okay. Cal, buddy, you wanna take a turn and do your evasion down thingy? Any day now? Yeah, any day. Before Yoda dies. Alright, and the foresight. Alright, fine, just get out. I mean, overall, it seemed like might be tough, like with the Mark and Order 66 here in Sector 5, but we were able to find some good teams today. Obviously with the data this set that I have. So it wasn't bad at all, was it? Especially the Grievous team worked really well, didn't it? Much better than expected. Well, there you go. Not much else to do here for me. A few more Bad Batch battles, which is fine. And then here just have to wrap up the Empire and Evasion Down as well, which I'll do, so that's not a problem. What else we got here? A few more Batcher battles. Again, I'll be farming Datacron stuff anyway, so that's cool. What do we have here? A few more Darth Vader battles, which is fine. I'll be farming Datacrons. So probably I just won't be completing this one. And then in Sector 1, I'm not completing these two as well, because they're just 5 cards. So overall, I mean, another kind of relatively easy conquest, but I did have quite good RNG with discs, to be honest. I pretty much got everything I wanted, except I would want at least a green thermal exhaust, I think. But other than that, I pretty much got like a perfect deck of what I'll be looking for. So the other account, not so much. That's why, like, next week I'll just be testing, obviously not on live stream, just in my own time. I'll be testing things out in my other account as well, so you can expect like a compilation of things that I was able to get to work in the other account with obviously lower gear units, not have everything available, different data this set. So hopefully, you know, that one will be helpful as you as well. Graham says, not an impossible conquest, but harder and grinder than the last few iterations, in your opinion. Yeah, I mean, look, everybody's experience in conquest will be different because of data disks and as well different rosters, but namely data disks. I don't know, I feel like ever since they reduced these ones from 40 to 20 battles, suddenly Conquest just became a lot kind of like, you know, less of a chore, but just kind of, for the most part, you play through the Conquest, get through 5 sectors, then you just need to go back in each sector, maybe finish a feat or two. So it wasn't like before where you had to, like, you know, do 40 battles, 40 battles, 40 battles, then all of these ones, right, that are now like 14, 15, there were like 20 battles, which fair enough, this one is 20 battles, but other sectors are like 10, 14, 15 battles, so we'll see how it goes. Here, Seth Club, thanks Beat, appreciate your experiments and guidance. Hey, hopefully there was something in there that helped you guys today. We were experimenting a lot. Maybe it wasn't like as smooth like battling like the previous 4 sectors, but just because we had to understand the whole Order 66, there's so many conditions on every unit when they applied, but hopefully it'll help everyone out a bit. Stuff we were testing today. Years ago says, looking forward to the cheese. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can find something like there are volumes of Conquest where I don't release a cheese video because personally I wasn't able to get something to work. or other content creators covered it, so I don't want to repeat, you know, what they do already. I'm always trying to find alternative to what they've shown if I can, but hopefully I can find something there to share with you guys. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you find it useful, helpful, fun, whatever. I'll see you in the next one. Tomorrow we got a galactic challenge coming up, so hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Otherwise, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.